Welcome to the very first episode. I am your host, Mr. Demi Gloom, joined for the first time by my lovely co-host, inferior host, Riely.
Yep, welcome to my fucking feed where I have people taking it over.
Yes. Right, so I guess, since people don't know what this podcast is, or perhaps don't even know who we are, since this is episode 1, why don't we introduce ourselves? So what do you say?
Sure. I don't think the klach was necessary, but I agree with the rest of it.
Okay, so my name is Demi Gloom. I go by Demi, he, him, his, or whatever you want to call me. It really doesn't matter. I've been a brony for about 3, 4 years. I don't remember. Since like late 2017. I've been a brony since then. I love the show. It's my favorite show of all time, probably. It's made me cry. And I like pizza. And
Okay, this is not the fucking first day of middle school, Debbie.
Okay. Why don't you introduce yourself, Mr.
Okay.
Riely from Florida?
You can't say my last name like that. Damn it. You
Fine,
fucking...
I'll beep it out.
Okay. You don't actually need to, but you know. Anyway, I'm Riely. I don't like My Little Pony. I'm kidding. I don't know yet. I'm only 2 episodes in, obviously. I'm sure you can see that in the title. This is the first 2 episodes. But, you know, I'm interested in the fucking concept of bronies. And, like, I know a lot of, like, past or current bronies. So it's like, I kind of want to know, like, what is it about this show that people like? So that's why I'm here. Because Demi's going to show me what it is about this show that people like. And I'm interested to see. Because, spoiler alert, I don't think I quite see yet.
Okay, well, to explain the concept of this podcast, to anybody who doesn't understand at this point, because, you know, they're fucking virgin,
Brain
small
dead,
brain.
mouth-breathing children.
Yes, virgin scum. But basically the concept of this podcast is, since I am a huge My Little Pony fan, and Riely is somewhat interested, or I guess on the fence about this topic, I've decided that we should do a podcast where we watch 2 or 3 episodes at a time, and then we review each individual episode, with the end goal being Riely becoming a brony or absolutely hating it. Either way, he will have an informed and respectable opinion.
Yes, I'll have watched the whole thing, and I'll either be happy or I'll be fucking slamming my head against a brick wall. We'll see which one.
I still don't know if we're going to be able to get through this whole thing, to be honest. It's very,
You don't have
very
faith
long.
in us, Demi Gloom? You don't have faith? How many episodes? Fucking 200?
There's like 300, I believe.
If we do 3 per podcast, that's only like 100 episodes.
That's 100 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
100 weeks of podcasting, Demi Gloom?
I don't know if I can do 100 weeks in a row.
I did an completely unbroken streak. I'm trying to think of my longest unbroken streak. I believe it is Pixels. The first 60 episodes, I never missed one. A completely unbroken 60 episode streak.
Well, let's see if we can create a new record with this show.
Of course, because we'll never miss a week. Your schedule is very consistent. You don't have factors in your life that could cause us to not do a podcast.
Are you telling me I have nothing better to do?
What I'm doing is I'm sarcastically referring to the fact that you have like school and parents and a life.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't really have a life. It's just that my life, the little bit of life that I do have, always creeps up in the most inconvenient times. It's like, oh, you have to do this one thing, like that's gonna take only 1 hour out of your fucking 15 hours of free time. The 1 hour
happens to be like the 1 hour.
Happens to be the 1 hour that we're supposed to record. Yeah, that's how it always is.
Yeah, that happens every once in a while. It used to happen when I was a kid. Now, like, it happens sometimes, but I can pretty easily just be like, hey, I got shit to do. Like, it might slightly piss my mother off, but she doesn't have complete fucking agency over my existence anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of anxiety and shit. Even if I know people aren't going to freak out or whatnot, I don't have the heart to tell people no usually. And sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I can totally do this thing when in reality I have no idea if I'm
You
going to be
see,
busy or
that's
not.
that's the mentality that got me to take doubles at work, so I had to kill that real quick if I wanted to be sane.
I see.
Because the boss would walk up to me and be like, hey, you want extra hours? And I wouldn't be able to say no to her because I can't do that. I'd just kind of be like, and she'd be like, but don't you want the money though? And I'd be like, yes.
Was she like really pretty?
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't.
100% does not, I promise you.
Riley, are you gay/bisexual?
No,
Then it does. All
just because
all
she
straight
is
men
a
are
woman
attracted to
doesn't
every
mean she's an
woman.
attractive woman.
All straight men are attracted to all women.
She's like fucking quadruple my age.
And what's that? Like fucking 50?
Yeah.
50 these days is, a little bit on the fence. You never know.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
But all right, I guess we should talk about My Little Pony now. Kind of,
God
the
damn, do we
topic of
have
this.
to?
Must we? I don't know.
Can
We
the
could
joke?
probably.
Can this be like like the joke, the conceit of like the old Dickheads podcast, where it was like they would never actually talk about the Dick Show, just talk about other shit the whole time?
No, Riley, fuck you.
Damn it.
So, we are going to be talking about My Little Pony. We watched the first 2 episodes. Or
Friendship
actually,
is Magic, Part 1 and 2.
I actually have a confession to make, Riley.
Okay.
I did not watch episode 2 today.
You fucking Fingoria.
Okay, I remember I think if you literally describe the basic plot, don't do that yet. If you literally just gave me like a 4 sentence description, it would like the memory would just like crawl right back into me and I would remember it right away. But I do not happen to have it like fresh on.
Fucking multicolored ponies go on an adventure, they do shit. Fucking stupid and bad. I
Riley,
don't like it.
before we talk about the episodes, I want to talk about your thoughts leading up to this. Before we watched episode 1 together. What do you know about this show? What do you know about the community? Yeah, like and what are your general thoughts on it?
So you see, I don't really know a lot about the show at all. Like I do like the characters, but I didn't know a lot about like what it was. I just knew that I was a fan of a lot of people who at least used to be a part of the community, like me and you. We talked about the Procrastinators podcast all the fucking time at nauseum, and they all used to be fucking bronies.
That is true.
And
That's
I have bronies that I know now. I know you and I know DJ, and I like you and I hate DJs. It's a pretty good 50-50 split.
and you also have a Rainbow Dash plushie with a
The
fleshlight in it, right?
hole in the back.
Yeah, that too, right?
Of course.
Of course.
I never leave home without it.
When the show like came out back in I believe in 2009 or no, I think it was 2010. Back when the show came out or like was airing, did you ever see it on TV? Or did you know any like girls that watched it?
I mean, I knew girls that watched it, and like I saw it on TV. I'd never keep it on though. I'd always switch channels.
Oh, really? So it was never something that like piqued your interest at an early age.
No, not until I found out about the fucking brony community and shit through the procrastinators.
Why is that such a hard no?
I don't mean that it's a hard no. Like I liked girly shit as a kid. I guess it just never piqued my interest. Well, I did end up watching the only piece of My Little Pony media I ever consumed before this podcast. Fun fact is the movie Equestria Girls.
You watched
And
that?
yes, that was the only My Little Pony thing I watched, and it was okay.
You didn't tell me that you watched that. That's a huge piece of MLP lore.
Yeah, I barely remember anything about it, but I did watch the entire first movie of Equestria Girls.
You see, back in the good old days of around 2012, I had taken an interest to the show, and I had watched a few episodes on Netflix, like as my sisters were watching it, and I actually thought the episodes were really good. It didn't seem compelling enough for me to like want to watch full episodes or anything, but I did take somewhat of an interest to I learned the character names and understood the basic plot of the six or so episodes that I did see back when I was like fucking 8 or something. I don't remember. I think it was later than that. I might have been like 10. But it has been something. It has been something that I've been interested in for quite some time now. And I actually got into the show like late 2017, and it's like my favorite show now. But yeah, I mean, like that's my backstory, I guess. I don't know why I felt the need to tell that right now.
No, I mean, what? It makes sense. I told my fucking My Little Pony backstory. It's
Yeah, then
pretty.
I just realized mine isn't interesting at all. I mean, when I was in 4K, I used to play with the. This was before Friendship is Magic came out, but I
When
used to
you were
play
down
with
bad in 4K.
I was down bad in 4K. None of the girls wanted to be friends with me, and I like to be friends with girls more than boys, and that's a recurring theme throughout my life. But yeah, I would play with ponies with the girls, and that was
I
fun. It
used
was
to I used to be friends with girls as a kid. Now it's like I don't befriend girls a lot, not because they actively don't want to be friends with me, but just because I end up hanging out with guys because it makes sense. But like the
I
girls I am friends with are fucking cool. Like I like all of my friends who are girls more than I like my friends who are boys because they're all fucking like cool and based.
you see, I used to hang out with like all pretty 50-50 male female, and now all the males I used to hang out with have transitioned into being females. So I think there's a clear correlation right here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But
like the fucking brony meme you posted on Twitter.
uh yeah, the fucking dark light path where it's like become a trans woman, become white supremacist.
So my main thing is like I've always felt like I hear about like the Brody community and shit like that. Like there's got to be something to this fucking show, right? Like there's got to be something that I'm not seeing at fucking face value. And well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how I feel as this story develops. But for now, let's talk about the episodes we fucking watched
All right, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
hmm.
Mm. All right, so episode 1, can I just read the Wikipedia summary?
Yes, and you should also tell us. I forgot. I have like a thing that I do in podcasts where I talk about TV shows. So if it's not too much trouble, can you look up when it aired and who directed it as well?
Sure. The All right, so episode 1 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is titled Friendship is Magic Part 1. It was directed by Jason Thiessen, James Wooton. I'm totally butchering these names.
James Wooton.
James Wooton. It's Wootton.
Yeah, it's Wooton or Wooton, something
Wooton.
like
That's
that.
that's what it is. It's Wooton. It's not Wooton. And it was written by Lauren Faust, who is the creator of Friendship is Magic, who I'm actually a huge fan of. Did you know that Lauren Faust, who made Friendship is Magic, also created what was it? What did she create? She made Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh shit! Okay, that show's like good.
I don't know if she's like the like main
That
creator. If
show's
she's like a
actually good, unlike these episodes of My Little Pony.
oh fuck you. She's yeah. I mean she's a very talented cartoon creator. What do you even call that?
Cartoonist.
Cartoonist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. All right. So the summary for episode 1 of Friendship is Magic is in the magical land of Equestria, a studious antisocial unicorn named Twilight Sparkle learns a prophecy that states the evil Nightmare Moon will return during upcoming summer sun celebration after 1,000 years imprisoned in the moon. She tries to warn her mentor, Princess Celestia, the benevolent alicorn ruler of Equestria, of the impending danger, but she dismisses her warnings and she sends her and her baby dragon assistant Spike to Ponyville to supervise the preparations for the celebration and make some friends. As a result, Twilight reluctantly meets 5 ponies in charge of the preparations: Applejack, a country earth pony who works on her family's apple farm, Rainbow Dash, a tomboyish Pegasus who helps control the weather; Rarity, a glamorous unicorn who designs fashion; Fluttershy, a shy Pegasus who communicates with animals; and Pinkie Pie, a hyperactive earth pony who loves throwing parties. At the celebration, Nightmare Moon appears and decrees everlasting night. I'm not good at reading out loud. Every time in school they say Avian read page. I just said my fucking name. Fuck it. Avian read page 52. I can't read. I'm sorry. I suck at reading. But that's. Did you get the basic plot out of that reading?
Yeah, of course. It's pretty basic.
A little too many adjectives for a plot description, for my taste anyway. But what did you think about this episode?
It's not great.
Not great.
Not bad. Like, I didn't hate it, like, as much as I might have played that up. There is
What
something I hate coming later, but this one was just like, this is alright.
I remember when we watched this together, you said that Spike was your favorite character so far.
I don't know if I hold that opinion after watching episode 2, but he's still up there.
What do you think about like the main 6 is what we call the main ponies? You know them, right? Twilight,
Yeah.
Fluttershy, Pinkie. Yeah. What do you think about that cast of characters? Do you like their personalities and their little quirks that are displayed?
I mean, I think individually it's like interesting. So for my thing, it's like season 1, from what I've heard, I'm probably like wrong and stupid, but like season 1 is probably a lot more like, like straightforward than the rest. Like it's kind of before like it gets really good. Would that be fair to say?
I feel like it's before the plot manages to advance too much and the characters develop much. I think at least
do we get to Howl at the Moon in this season, or is that not till later?
we'll talk about that another time. But
sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon.
Anyways, back to episode 1. I guess you didn't really give me your opinions on the characters. Like, do you have a favorite one?
Not yet. Really?
Do you have any criticism for the characters? Do you feel like they're cringy in a way?
I think they're individually interesting, besides one of them in particular that I want to throw down a pit, but we'll talk about that when we get to episode 2.
Okay.
For now, at least 5 out of the 6 ponies, they have interesting little quirks, and like I feel like the strength of season 1 will be in the character-focused episodes, which I know it has, because every fucking cartoon has like, this episode is focused on this character. I'm sure it has a couple of those, and I'm sure those will be like fun just to explore their individual quirks.
Yeah, to my memory, that's what it is. That's basically what season 1 is, with like an overarching plot. And to my knowledge, or to my memory, the Friendship is Magic seasons are usually the first 2 episodes are like really plot heavy. The rest of the episodes of the seasons are like individual, like little plots, and then the last 2 are like plot heavy.
Does My Little Pony ever get like really episodic, like maybe near the end?
Oh yeah. Certainly, there's a lot more overarching plot towards the later seasons.
Okay. But right now, I like their individual quirks, and I think I'll be interested in the character-focused episodes, but I don't know how I quite feel about them as like a unit yet.
Right, they'll sell you on that later. I don't think anybody thinks they're a bad unit, per se.
I don't think they're a bad unit, I just don't quite... Like, I think like an important part of me for any show with an ensemble cast is the chemistry between the characters.
Right.
Like that can kill it for me. Like, I'm a Power Rangers fan, and there are certain Power Rangers seasons I don't like, where it's like, oh, the action's cool, the individual characters are cool, but like the team doesn't mesh well personality-wise.
Yeah, I think my thing with cartoons is that we have to, you know what I mean, for the first season or so, there's a lot of boring in it. There's getting introduced to the cast of characters, and you know what I mean, like developing this friendship and character dynamic is a little bit difficult.
Magical friendship.
Yeah, it's but I feel I will argue that, and we'll talk about this as we watch episodes. But I'd argue that MLP does it about as well as you could do with this cast of characters. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. Episode. I realize we're doing like a full podcast episode about 2 episodes of a show, and we're already about done
Which,
with
I mean,
episode
it doesn't
one.
have to necessarily be like a full hour. Like even the fucking Riley and Not Ian movie review podcast, not every episode hits the hour mark. It's just
Yeah,
we talk about the media to its logical conclusion.
right. Given the nature of this show, I feel like we could probably do short episodes. We could probably do like 45 minutes.
It just depends. Like we keep talking until it's
Right.
not logically interesting anymore.
Um. All right. I think. Are you ready to move on to episode 2 then?
Well, we could talk about the fucking like actual plot and like the conflict and like the cliffhanger
Okay.
and
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We might as well dive into that. So basically, like I said, the plot is Twilight Sparkle returns to her home and basically comes up with this conspiracy theory that Nightmare Moon, this like demon that was to the moon hundreds of years ago, or 1,000 years ago, is
She
going
was
to,
howling at the moon.
yeah, and she's going to return on this fateful night, and the cliffhanger is that she does, and Princess
Oh
Celestia is
shit!
gone.
Fuck! I find it really funny that Twilight, like, in earnest, writes this letter to Princess Celestia, who she looks up to, and like Celestia is just like, "Fuck off, bookworm. Go make some friends." Like seriously.
Yeah, it's actually kind of out of character for Celestia,
Well,
given
no,
the
because we find
context
out
that I
later.
have.
We find out later what she actually meant by it.
Yeah,
But in episode 1, it was like, "Fuck off. Go make some friends. Stop watching Infowars."
yeah. uh, I mean, there's. What do you think about Spike having a crush on Rarity?
That's cute. I think Spike's just like charming and cute. I like Spike.
Do you think this show overall, like so far, is I guess cute in a way? Because I feel like that's for every like girls cartoon. That's a huge factor is like cuteness aspect. Do you think
I'd
this
say
show's
that
pulling it off so far?
yeah, there are aspects that are cute. It's like a cute show overall, I'd say.
Another common complaint that kids shows get when adults watch them? Do you feel as I guess you are an adult. As an adult watching this show, do you feel like patronized in a way, being presented with this show and this dialogue and whatnot? Do you feel like it's very childish?
Demi, I'm into kids media. I like fucking Pokemon and Power Rangers. I don't think I feel patronized too by My Little Pony.
See, I felt patronized by My Little Pony at first when I watched the first few episodes because I'm gonna be honest. One of my friends, she was really into the show, and I literally just watched it because she was into it. Like there was
Did you get a
no.
crush on her?
Oh no, I actually didn't.
Mm,
Mm,
mm.
mm. I mean, if you want to dive into the lore between me and that person, I'm actually let's shut the fuck up, Riley.
For me, it's like unless they're like way younger than me. Let me preface it with that. I don't think I've really ever had a female friend that I didn't at least have somewhat of a crush on. Because like I'll befriend a girl, and it'll be like I could see myself dating this girl because she's like cool, and I
Didn't I
enjoy
literally
being around
just
her.
didn't I literally just accuse you of this, and then you were like, no, no.
Because my boss is fucking 70.
Is she 70?
No, she's like 49 or something. I don't fucking
Who
know.
cares? Is she like really wrinkly?
No, I'm not attracted to her.
I don't know,
She's not
Riley.
my friend. She's not a female friend. She's a authority figure who I happen to maybe get along with better than I did my authority figures during fucking school.
Okay. Well, you said you've had crushes on teachers before, though.
Yeah, but
So it's this whole like, oh, they're an authority figure. That means I'm inherently not attracted to them. Is
Demi
bullshit.
Bloom, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna dox you. Find out who
I'm
this
not
person is.
attracted to my boss. There
I
you
know
go.
where you work. I know where you live.
I'm not. It
I
was
will
a
find them.
hyperbole to say I'm attracted to every female that I've ever interacted with, but You know, like if it's a person my age who I befriend, I'm like, yeah, I could see myself dating this person because I am into females and they're a female who I enjoy the company of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I understand. So like, I guess those thoughts kind of run through your mind. I'd be
Yeah, I think
denying.
I think any straight man who has like female friends who they're really close to at least like thinks about it.
Right, but don't you think about that with virtually every, like, not every human being, but like just a lot of people.
That's true. I
Like you can,
guess.
like that doesn't necessarily mean you have a crush on them. Everybody kind of envisions relationships with a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. I'm hyperbolizing for the bit, Demi, and you're really just stripping it down to its intellectual core
And I'm
and
just
making me look like an
washing you right now.
imbecile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But back to the show once again.
Back to My Little Fucking Pony. Let's talk about the second episode.
All right. Since I didn't just watch the second episode, and it's been over a year since I watched that, why don't you give me a brief plot description?
Well, look up the fucking air date
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
shit.
I don't know if I read the air date for the
Yeah, you
first
didn't read
one.
the air date for the first one.
Yeah, it's October 10th, 2010, and the air date for the second one is October 22nd, 2010. This one was written and directed by the same people as
Oh,
episode
cool.
1.
Are they all written and directed by the same people?
Not all of them, no.
Oh, okay.
All of them
So
except one episode in the season.
okay, so this episode, Demi, can we pause? I have to pee.
Yeah, I got a pee too. This is a great time for a commercial break. We
I
will,
fucking hate you.
ladies and gentlemen, we will be back after this message. Whatever the hell you're listening to is brought to you by me, Demi Gloom's SoundCloud page. You can listen to banging ass funk music, fucking MIDI incel core, lo-fi beats, fucking vaporwave shit, man. It's fire, man. I make beats. Sometimes I do really bad singing. Sometimes I do really bad rapping. You know, it is what it is, but my mixtape is out. It's called Before the Crusade. You can find it at soundcloud.com/demigloom and perhaps demigloom.bandcamp.com if it's out by the time this comes out. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any actual fucking ads, so I'm gonna go off for about 55 seconds, and we just hit the mark. Fuck you.
And we're back. Fucking My Little Pony episode 2 is bad.
What's wrong with it, Riley? First,
Bad.
give me your little nostalgic 3-minute nostalgia critic explanation of why it's so bad and what happens.
I'm not gonna do that, but I will tell you what happens and then tell you why it's bad. I can't do both at the same time. I'm not as good as Doug Walker. So My Little Pony episode 2, it picks up for the cliffhanger where Nightmare Moon shows up and she's like, I'm gonna make it night forever. And everybody's like, no, even though I'd want it to be night forever in real life, I'd want that. That sounds
Right.
like a great thing.
On God.
But yeah, Nightmare Moon's like, I'm gonna make it night, and everybody's like, no, fucking don't do it. And then she's like, no, you can't stop me. So the ponies, they go to find the elements of harmony, which are the things that Twilight was reading about in the first episode, and they're the key to stopping Nightmare Moon. They gotta go through a spooky forest and go through countless trials and tribulations to reach the elements of harmony.
I remember
And
that.
yeah, several different events happen. Like each pony gets their own little moment, and it all leads up to them finding the elements of harmony. But it turns out they had the spirit of the elements of harmony in them all along. So even when Nightmare Moon destroys the elements of harmony, they just go into the ponies. They go into Twilight and Applejack and Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash. What are the other two?
There's more than
Rarity. I said 4 of them. There's 6.
All right, there's Twilight Sparkle, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, Applejack, fucking Fluttershy.
Oh, so I got them, all
and
5 of them,
Pinkie
all
Pie.
5 of the ponies. I named all
Did I
5
say
of
Pinkie?
them.
I probably named like 3 of them twice in a row. I don't fucking know.
Pinkie who? There's only 5 ponies in this show.
Oh, there's Pinkie Pie.
No, that's not a
Pinkie
real
Pie
one.
is a real pony, so shut the fuck
Not
up.
fucking. Please let me repress the memory.
So what's bad about the episode then? Why don't you like it? Because I remember not liking this episode as well. Don't get me wrong, it's not a great episode, but you
I
seem just
mean, I like some moments
enraged
in
at
it,
it.
but I think like it was just really cheesy and stupid, and also
Cheesy
the
is a
Pinkie
perfect
Pie
word.
song.
What Pinkie Pie song?
Oh, it's the joke that you're about to play it because you know what song I'm talking about.
Don't you see? When I was
God
a
damn
little
it.
filly and the sun was going down.
What's wrong with this music,
Tell
Riely?
me she's not. The darkness and the shadows,
It makes you
they
wanna
would
die.
always make me frown.
Why?
Twilight's reaction was my reaction. I thought that when Twilight said that.
From what I thought
What's wrong
I
with the music
saw,
though?
But Granny Pie said that wasn't the way to
This
deal
particular
with
song is
fears
stupid.
at all. So what is? She said,
Why?
"Pinky, you gotta stand up
I just don't
tall.
like it.
Learn to face your fears.
Why do you not like the music? What's wrong with it? Is it cheesy? Is it corny?
Yeah, it's cheesy and it's
Is her
corny,
voice annoying?
and she's annoying. Yes.
You don't like to hear this crazy, crazy excited pony singing like that with her voice, right?
No.
Well, boy, um,
You're in
you know,
for some shit, huh?
you're
Yeah.
definitely in for some shit. What if I told you that I unironically listened to this song and I think it's a good music? It's on my fucking Spotify playlist.
Then I would say, Demi Gloom, you have lost 1 affinity point.
Okay. So, is this the most cringe moment of the episode to you?
Yes, without question.
Without
Like
question.
a close second being the Elements of Harmony bullshit.
See, you know what I thought was more cringy?
What?
I don't remember exactly what happened, but I believe Applejack like held out her hand for Twilight Sparkle to grab, or sorry, her hoof, and she said, "Grab on," and then Twilight Sparkle's like, but why?" Or no, she tells her to like jump, right? And she's like, "Just trust me."
Yeah.
It's like some bullshit like trust moral lesson for a kids
Yeah.
cartoon, but it's like, but why couldn't you just say, like, why did you have to say trust me? Why couldn't you just say that everything was gonna be fine?
Yeah, there are fucking
like-
2 Pegasi down there who are gonna let you
Yeah.
down.
Just say, jump off, Rainbow Dash is gonna save you. That's all you gotta say. You didn't have to say, just trust me. It's like if somebody's like like telling me jump off a fucking mountain, and like just trust me. I'm like,
It's gonna be fine.
yeah, I don't. Why? You know what I mean? Like, if you're refusing to explain, that sounds like an admission of guilt. Why do you got to plead the fifth?
Is that gonna be on Spin of Consequences? Jump off a mountain.
Yeah, and trust me.
Trust me.
No, let's try to avoid Riely lore here. Riely or Demi lore here.
It'll be a trust fall, but like we'll definitely not catch you.
Do not even talk about Spin of Consequence because nobody who listens. I want to make this podcast marketable to a non-Riely
Demi,
or Demi
we can
audience.
make slight references to our own lore in hopes that other people will listen to it. We don't need to dwell on it.
I just don't want to go on a tangent.
Yeah, I mean that was the end of the tangent. Was that haha funny if we did the funny wheel video?
I made it a tangent.
Yeah.
So also, we're gonna get DMCA'd for that song
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Demi Gloom.
on my Demi After Dark channel, wherever I post it on YouTube, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah, but
Demi-
anyway,
All right, go on.
I think I'm overly cruel to this episode, to be honest. Like, I just think a couple things are like stupid and cheesy, and that ruins the whole thing for me. Which like, I love stupid and cheesy shit usually. Like, I'm a fucking Power Rangers fan. Of course, I love cheesy shit. But this is just like the weird brand of cheesy, where it's like,
Right.
oh, this is stupid. Like,
See,
I knew
go
from
on.
the very beginning when the Elements of Harmony were brought up, it's like it's gonna be them. It's gonna be the fucking ponies. And lo and behold, it was the fucking ponies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty obvious. Like, I guess there is a certain amount of predictability that's just inherent to kids shows. Cuz like writing is always so I don't want to say similar, but it's I don't know why, but kids shows are usually pretty predictable. They want you know what I mean? They want kids to be able to speculate what's going to happen. You know what I mean? They don't want it to be overly confusing. There's
Tell that to
definitely
Gravity Falls.
there's definitely well, I think that's Gravity Falls is an exception, but I think like this is definitely a show that there is like if I had to point out flaws of this show, I would bring up the fact that it's a kids show, not just for being like kid friendly. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't need fucking any NSFW or fucking drugs or swearing or anything. Because but the show does deal with mature themes for
The My Little Pony Friendship is Magic adult party cartoon.
yeah. But like the show does deal with mature themes and all, and I think it's watchable for an adult. But there are some moments like where I'm watching it, like that trust scene. Like there are just certain moments of the show where I really feel like I'm watching a little girl show. You know what I mean?
It is, in fact, a show for little girls. I mean, as so far, in the first 2 episodes, it feels like a show for little
I
girls.
feel, and like I've said before, I feel like that is most apparent within the first part of the first season. I feel like maybe it's just the fact that you get sucked into it and kind of stop caring. But I do feel like I feel more patronized by the first few episodes of season 1 than I do um later on in the season, and especially later on throughout the show.
But yeah. So this episode, it's so bad except for like the 2 good parts. The Fluttershy.
What are the 2 good parts?
The Fluttershy part was kind of good.
What
I liked
happened?
it. It was
I
cute.
don't remember.
So each pony had like their little trial that they passed with their special fucking harmony ability.
Mm-hmm.
And Fluttershy's was kindness. And
oh, does she tame the animals?
Yeah, she tamed the Manticore. There was a Manticore that the Nightmare Moon pissed off by becoming a splinter and going into his paw. And Fluttershy charmed the Manticore and like pulled out the splinter.
Oh, that's so cute.
It was very cute. I was a fan. And then the thing with the
PFW
dragon
no
was,
Fluttershy GF.
The thing with the dragon was fucking stupid. The thing with
the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was kind of cringe.
Although there was a brief moment where I was like, for this little girl show, they really do make you think for like 2 seconds that fucking Rarity just killed this dragon.
Yeah.
Like she rips off its scale, and then you just see like her slash something off screen, and you don't hear anything for a second. It's like,
I will say,
slay this fucking dragon.
Not to spoil the show or anything, but like there is like violence in the show. Not necessarily like blood or like very mature violence, but for like
of course.
For like a girls' cartoon, like something you'd always expect them to be like always perform everything. But no, I mean like you definitely see them beat the shit out of some people.
Perhaps beating the shit out of somebody who would make you howl at the moon.
Look, I've been pretending like I know what you're talking about, but what the fuck is this Howl at the Moon reference?
Wait, really? You don't know?
No, what are you talking about?
It's like a huge thing in the fucking Brony community, the Discord song.
Oh, the fucking
Discord, I'm howling at the moon.
The Living Tombstone?
Yes.
Hold on, shit. My shit is freezing. Can you say something?
Discord, whatever did we do to make you take a world away? Discord.
I literally don't even remember the lyrics to that song, but I do know that song.
I know all of them.
Why? Why are you a fan of the Living Tombstone or that song?
No, I just discovered this song like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm into it.
Oh, that shit started blowing up on TikTok recently.
Yeah, I think that's why I heard it. I think Robin tweeted about it blowing up on TikTok, and then I listened to it. I'm like,
I probably saw that. I probably saw the same tweet from Robin.
I'm not a fan of puppeteers, but I have a nagging fear that someone's pulling at the strings.
So you're an unironic fan of that song?
Yes.
So do you like the FNAF songs by the Living Tombstone?
I think I remember liking them when I heard them like as a young person, but I don't remember what they are.
Bro, when I was fucking 9 through 11 years old, we were just jamming out to that shit. Fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get. Remember that song?
Barely.
Oh, that was the shit. Like back in my fucking FNAF phase, like I literally wore like FNAF shirts and shit and watched like every game theory video about FNAF. played the mobile versions of FNAF 2 through 4?
No,
No, just no.
no. I have
No.
FNAF 2 on my Switch.
Me too.
Hell yeah, brother. It's the only
It's a
one I
good game.
bought. I only bought the second one.
See, I'm fine with a FNAF tangent because I know every brony ever likes FNAF. Like, I don't know what it is about like certain fandoms that are just like always over. Like every brony likes Has Been Hotel. Every single one of them.
Do
There's
bronies
not a
like
brony who
Power
doesn't like Has Been
Rangers?
Hotel. No, I
Do you
mean,
like Power Ranger?
I think we talked about this before. I saw there was the one that was on Nickelodeon in like 2009.
Oh, fucking Power Ranger Samurai.
Yeah, that shit's fucking sucked, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I had a fucking Power Rangers movie on DVD that I liked, but I don't.
Demigloom.
What
The first 3 seasons of Power Rangers are on Netflix.
like OG Power Rangers shit?
Yes, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it's fucking based in Kino, and you should watch it.
Are you sure you don't have any like nostalgia goggles on right now?
No, I watched this shit. Well, I guess maybe, but like I think it's legitimately good.
All right, I'll probably check that out. We could do
It's
our
pretty cheesy. Like, here's my recommendation: if you can't deal with the cheese, which I can, probably because of the nostalgia goggles, you skip
Goggles.
everything up till Green with Evil, because Green with Evil is when the show finds its identity as like not corny as shit, like it is before that.
Well, I can certainly handle cheese, given the fact that I'm a fucking unironic
My Little Pony
brony.
fan.
Yeah. We'll have the Power Rangers conversion therapy podcast.
Can we just turn this podcast into Demi gets Riely into? You get me into My Little Pony, and then it's Riely tries to get Demi into Power Rangers.
No, I'm not doing that bit.
Damn it.
Not for this anyway. We can do that a different thing.
Yeah,
But I'm the host of this show.
I know.
I feel so
you are.
powerful. I feel like I get to rule with an iron fist.
You feel it coursing through your veins. But anyway, do you have anything else to say about this fucking episode?
How does it end? They find their elements, or what?
Yeah,
Do
they
beat
find
the shit
their
out of
elements
Nightmare
and they
Moon?
team up and they fucking turn Nightmare Moon back into a normal pony.
Oh, she
and
turns
then-
back into a regular Luna, and she's like, "Oh,
and then
my
Princess
sister, I'm so
Celestia,
sorry."
yeah, Princess Celestia shows up and she's like, "My sister, please stop being a stupid bitch and rule with me."
She's like,
And
"I was jealous of you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the festival happens, and then the episode ends with Pinkie Pie running her mouth like the stupid, dumb bitch she is.
I have one last question for you.
Sure.
About episode 1, what did you think about Pinkie Pie's hot sauce on cupcakes?
I feel like that's something I would do.
I feel like that's something I would try and perhaps like unironically.
Put that on the spin of consequence.
Fucking Pinkie Pie cupcakes.
No, but it's gotta be like some really fucked up hot sauce, like fucking blazing sauce.
Yeah. Blazing cupcake challenge. I guess yeah. What else could we talk
Busting.
about now at this point?
I mean, who the fuck is your favorite pony? Is it Fluttershy?
Honestly, like rewatching the show and like looking back. So it was when I first started watching the show, it was Rainbow Dash, right? She was super
Same, bro.
She was super cute. She's funny. She's very likable. I like Rainbow Dash a lot. Everything from her design to her personality. She's a great pony. But later out through the series, I grew an attachment to Twilight, and those are like the two most popular ponies to like.
Twilight's kind of a bitch though. So far, she's
so far, right?
Yeah.
So far.
But
even towards the beginning, I kind of relate to Twilight, like towards the beginning, because she's like very much an outcast. She's nerdy. I'm not gonna be pretentious and be like, oh, I always felt like I'm the smart one. But I mean, she's kind of nerdy. She's kind of like focused on like she's socially isolated to focus on her passion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's relatable to me. It's been relatable my whole life. But honestly, those are my two favorite ponies when I was first watching it, but looking back, I'm like thinking about the ponies and rewatching episode 1, and looking up like skimming through some other episodes, watching clips and whatnot. I'm kind of starting to like Fluttershy more. She was not like in my top 3 ponies before.
Flutterlicious.
Yes. But
Have you seen the fucking
no,
the
no,
Toonsmith video?
no,
My Little Pony versus Adventure
No.
Time?
I've never seen that in my life.
What? It feels like your insistence of saying no so many times means you have seen it. You just don't want to.
No, I actually haven't. I genuinely haven't seen it.
No, there used to be this guy named Toonsmith. He made a show called Ultimate Cartoon Fighting. It was
Sounds like a
on YouTube
ripoff.
in, like,
Sounds like a ripoff
2012.
of Death Battle.
I probably, but like it was actually like
Wait, what was the guy's name again?
Toonsmith.
Toonsmith. Okay.
He's dead now. That's why there hasn't been any in years. But one of his most popular ones was he did the whole cast of My Little Pony versus the whole cast of Adventure Time.
That sounds interesting.
And it and it gets weird because Princess Bubblegum and Fluttershy both make up like very sexual songs about themselves.
That's very unfortunate.
It's funny though. Dude, the fucking Ultimate Cartoon Fighting was a beautiful thing. I
It
remember
sounds
being.
Go on.
Go ahead. I was just saying. I remember being pissed as a kid when they stopped coming out. I had no idea it was because the guy died. I was just like, "Where's the next one? I fucking want the next one."
Yeah, fucking asshole, abandoning his fans.
Fucking
like
asshole, not making cartoons. What the fuck?
First Filthy Frank, now this.
This is before Filthy Frank.
Anyways,
Filthy Frank left and I said first Toonsmith, now this.
Anyways.
What, you don't think Bronies and Filthy Frank are synonymous?
I mean, kinda, maybe. I feel like everybody who was an internet person, who was like into like actual internet culture, before like Filthy Frank was gone, at least knows about Bronies.
Yeah, they all watched
and vice
Brony.
versa.
They all watched Brony Curious.
I don't know what that is either. Stop saying shit.
Stop saying things.
Shut up.
That was Tom's Brony persona. Was Brony Curious? Tom Oliver.
Oh, Tom. You mean Tommy Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, from the PCP.
Yes.
Oh, do you like PCP?
The drug?
Yeah.
Of course.
You ever drank a gallon of PCP?
I feel like you would die.
Oh, you don't know what that reference is? You dumb fuck. You don't know any of my
TFS reference?
TFS? What the fuck is TFS?
Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Oh, no.
That
I'm talking
acid.
about a skit from The Whitest Kids You Know. Called Gallon of PCP.
The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yes, the people who made legendary sketches such as the Hitler Rap and Gallon of PCP.
The Hitler Rap. Can you give us your rendition of the Hitler Rap? Can you give us a cover?
I don't know the lyrics, so I'm not gonna do that.
Damn it!
I know all I know is the hook.
Listen, I think right now we need to sing the Discord song together. That's how we end this
No,
podcast.
I don't think I want to do that.
Why not?
That it just doesn't. First of all, I don't know the lyrics. Second of all, I don't want to sing that song.
I'm not a fan of puppeteers, but I have a nagging fear that someone's pulling at the strings. Something terrible is going down. The entire town breaking anarchy and all it brings. I can't say I've been, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all. Say it with me.
The snow blows white on the
Damn
mountain
it.
tonight. I ain't switching up. I'm under no pressure, no pressure. You should know better, know better. You don't know my name. Here's a refresher. Rising from the dead. He's a love letter. I've been killing beats. I don't do it on the streets. Yeah, that's all I know.
Damn it. We need to...
Is this
I'm
the
gonna do a
end?
cover of No Pressure. I'm gonna make it like super high energy
Is this the end
of our lives.
of this show?
Is it?
Is this the end of the episode?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think we got about 30, 40 minutes of content.
I don't give a shit. Fuck this podcast. I'll keep doing it, but it's your job to make it listenable.
All right. Alrighty then. Riely, where can our listeners find you?
Nowhere. Fuck off.
No, come on.
Twitter, Riely tweets, Twitch, Riely streams, YouTube, Riely and friends. Pixels, Polygons, and Fun is a podcast, wherever podcasts are found. Pokemon Variety Hours on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. And if you're listening to this on Demi After Dark, you can check out
Not Demi After Dark. I don't know where it's going to be, but probably not there.
If you're listening to this on fucking wherever the fuck it is, the Riely Podcast Mega Feed is a place where you can hear cool shit. And that's on Spotify, Stitcher, and Apple Podcasts. And that's Big Guy Little Guy YouTube channel. Go subscribe. Let's Plays, podcasts. Fuck you. That's it.
All right. Our listeners can find me at twitter.com/demigloom. You can find me on SoundCloud. Listen to my mixtape at soundcloud.com/demigloom.
Do you have a mixtape?
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, you can follow. I mean, you can follow me pretty much anywhere at demigloom. If I have a lot of social media, but subscribe to my YouTube channel. Whatever YouTube channel this is on, subscribe because there's going to be more podcast content. And if you're listening to this on the Riely Podcast Mega Feed, I'd urge you to listen to some of the other shows on there, as well as Largest Issue in the Galaxy, which I now appear on weekly. And that's a great show that me and Riely do together.
Of course.
And if you are listening to this on YouTube, the Riely Podcast Mega Feed,
It's cool. And
it's good, yeah. And Riely is spelled Riely.
You can find cool stuff on there, such as me and Demi reviewing the movie Frozen, because we're doing that, I've decided now.
You just decided right now.
Yep, just right now.
Without my
After
consent at all.
No, it was right after you made that Let It Go joke. I was like, yeah, me and Debbie were talking about Frozen on the movie review podcast, and he can't say no. He's not allowed.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to take that fact and let it go.
Damn it.
All right. Yeah. That's.
How did I not expect that?
Riely, wrap this up. Conclude. I'm not a good host.
Fuck off. My Little Pony's back. Goodbye.
That face with no Photoshop yet.